Good morning, Greater Latrobe. From the WCAT TV studio, I'm Maria Angelicchio, alongside Coco Toscano.
Coming up in today's show, there's a summer camp opportunity. We have an update on our WCAT sports teams, and we showcase a podcast by our sports broadcasting students. All this and more on your WCAT TV news.
IUP is offering a free camp as a part of its National Security Agency's Improving and Expanding Cybersecurity Education Grant for the week of June 24th through the 28th. It is designed for middle and high school students and will focus on cybersecurity fundamentals, critical thinking, and oral and written communication skills. To apply, please visit the program website at www.iup.edu/IUP-GenCyber, then click on the student set online application. The application deadline is February 8th.
The American Red Cross is sponsoring an essay and art contest for topics in international humanitarian law. This year's topic is nuclear weapons and armed conflict. The essays and art submissions are due January 26. Please see the guidance office for details. Let's get a check on the weather. We go to Brianna Vesley for your 3-day forecast.
Good morning, Wildcats. Today we're looking at a high of 39 and a low of 30 with cloudy skies. Tomorrow there will be a high of 33 and low of 22, also with cloudy skies. Friday, expect clouds once again with a high of 35 and a low of 20. That's the 3-day forecast. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Bree. We go to Savannah Repack for an update on our Wildcat sports teams.
Good morning, Wildcats. Last night, the girls and boys basketball teams hosted a doubleheader and ended the night with wins. The girls defeated Penn Hills 54-42, and the boys defeated Kiski area by a score of 65-59. For today's sports, the bowling team versus Penn Trafford at 3 p.m. Later in the evening, the boys wrestling team hosts Hempfield for their senior night at 7. That's all for local sports. Now here's Michael Vito with the national sports.
Thanks, Savannah. Good morning, Wildcats. Over the weekend, Penn State played Ole Miss in the Peach Bowl, where they were defeated 38-25. Michigan beat Alabama in overtime to send them to the national championship, where they'll face off against Washington, who stopped Texas's potential game-winning drive to win 37-31. The Steelers took on the Seahawks in Seattle on Sunday, and the Steelers ran their way to a 30-23 win, putting them at 9-7 on the year with one game remaining. Last night, the Pens fell to the Capitals 4-3 after surrendering 4 first-period goals. That's all for national sports. Thanks, and back to you.
The sports broadcasting students created sports podcasts. Here's a preview of Coach's Corner, a podcast by Violet Dice, Reese DeCaslo, and Tim Myers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coach's Corner, where we get an insight on our sports teams through the eyes of the coaches. I'm your host, Violet Dice, along with Tim Myers and Reese DeCaslo. Today, we are here with the head coach of the Wildcat football team to talk a little bit about how he got into the coaching position and his thoughts on this past season.
All right, so our guest joining us today, he's been coaching for 2 seasons this year. However, he came from Penn Trafford, and he coached there as an assistant coach for about how long?
12 years.
12 years you were down there.
12 years there.
And your last season ended in, you guys got state champions, correct?
Yes.
That was the year you left?
Yeah.
All right.
So you just said about how you moved from being an assistant coach at Penn Trafford. What made you decide to take the head coach position for Latrobe after that win especially?
Yeah, well, I think teaching here and knowing most of the kids, when the opportunity came about, I just thought it was a great idea, something that I thought would be fun, and see if we could get this program turned around a little bit, and hopefully we've begun to do that.
Yeah.
What new responsibilities do you think you've gained from being a head coach from being an assistant coach?
So I was a head coach from 2001 until 2005.
Okay.
In Virginia. So
cool.
But that was that was 20 years later almost. So so much has changed. So much with social media. So much with the booster clubs have taken off, and recruiting is a lot different. So a lot of those things have changed, and But throughout my years between 2005 and 2021, I was at a couple different places in between there. I still kind of kept up with it and enjoyed that part of it. So, but I've enjoyed every second of it, and hopefully the kids have too.
Do you like the like you coached at Virginia? That's the college, like.
No, in the
College
state
or-
of Virginia high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were down there for a little bit. Okay, cool.
Yep. I
I was
was
gonna
there
say.
for 10 years
Nice.
teaching.
You can check out this podcast and more on the WCAT TV tab on the Hype Post online.
Reporters Noah Smith, Aiden Stairs, and Akos Zepp took to the halls for today's Kid in the Hall.
Get Unreal on Fortnite.
Same.
Same.
My New Year's resolution is to work out a lot more, go for runs, and get better at playing Fortnite.
My New Year's resolution is probably to be a better cook.
My New Year's resolution is to get more sleep.
Get more free time.
My New Year's resolution is probably going on Fortnite every day and practicing my piece control mechanics and full boxing everyone.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of WCAT TV News. Have a great day, Latrobe.
Go Wildcats!